get some cranberry muffin. But first things first, I'm probably gonna need to get a coffee. I like to get a coffee at least for $1. A lot better than spending $7 in Starbucks or anything like this. Now, of course, it would be a lot even better if I didn't spend any money on coffee. But today is going to be one of those days where I am going to spend $1 on coffee. And the best way to start is to get that coffee from my local convenience store. I think that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to head out and get some muffin. Woohoo, guys! If you want to come along with me, you're most certainly welcome. And yeah, today's my birthday. I turned 44. This is super cool. So I don't know. I'm probably going to celebrate it a bit later. But today is one of those interesting days. I like fall with beautiful, beautiful weather, guys. And yeah, I mean, like I'm kind of glad fall happened because it felt like infinite summer for me because of all the travels that I've been doing, going to Florida, etc. So yeah, I mean that's what it is, guys. So cranberry muffin is going to be what I'm going to be eating next. But I also received awnings in my house, so probably I'm going to be doing some um, not on my birthday, but I'm probably going to be doing some housework, specifically installing awnings on my second floor, which is, I need to do that. Otherwise, the water is going to be coming in into the house, and it causes all sorts of havoc when the water comes in inside of the house. It it gets all sorts of insects inside of the house, flies, and all sorts of other crazy things. And the door doesn't lock if you have a bunch of water coming in into the house. So I'm going to try to address that by adding an awning. It's going to reduce the chances of water getting inside of the house. And of course, guys, this is something that I'm doing right now, and I figured I'd just take you with me for a quick walk, for a quick, yeah, walk. So today is going to be interesting, guys. I'm probably going to do, I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday, but I'm probably going to go with me, my mom, my dad, my wife, and my nephew, and possibly my brother, possibly. We may go, I don't know, to a Thai restaurant or something. So we may go there. So, yeah, I mean, when it comes to my birthday, I don't typically celebrate it much. But hey, I turned 44, and that's a good age, guys. 44 is like a new 20, guys. If you have a young brain, guys, and you know how to how to operate it, 44 will feel like a 20. If I have to compare myself to the age of 16, I remember, like my brain cells were literally missing. I felt like I literally just couldn't understand things. if I compare if I compare myself to 16 years old, my 16 years old and me 44, me being at the age of 16 and me 44 now, the difference, guys, is night and day. You like over the like longer time period, you're gonna become so much smarter, guys. You're gonna become so much good, so much better, so much smarter, and of course your life will fly by quick like nothing. But the cool part about it, you can become good even if you're old. You can still be feeling young. So, and the way I managed to get that feeling of feeling young, I would be breakdancing straight for like 20 years, and while people, like many people, were drinking in the bars, etc., I wouldn't be drinking too much. In fact, rarely. Instead, I would just breakdance for like 20 years straight. And yeah, and then after that, what I started doing is I started writing poetry and developing further some of those creative skills. And then later, it turned into all sorts of other fun things like um, discovering the entire field of HVAC, plumbing, waterproofing systems around the house, learning pretty much the entire field of electronics and pretty much whatever exists out there in many different fields. Learning, I got my double degree in mathematics in bachelor's, bachelor's in math and master's in math education. Became a certified math teacher. Now I'm a former certified math teacher. Many different things accomplished in life, and I felt like I had a very good life, guys. In the beginning, I was born in another country, and this country is Russia. I still live there. I have lots of properties over there, and heck, I was planning on going there for vacation, but it just didn't happen. May go. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind in the next few weeks and go. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining. And today I'm just getting some coffee, and then I'm gonna get a cranberry muffin. Today is my birthday, and I figured I'd just maybe bring $10 with me. I think that's gonna be enough. And I gotta do a little bit of work around my house. I'll probably need to get my handyman. And of course, you guys already seen the adventures of me and and the handyman and how we do this. Hello, thank you. And how we go around, the houses and fix them. And of course, you guys already seen my channel on Facebook. I've been many different things, guys, in life. Real estate investor, cybersecurity engineer, paperboy, uh, many different things, guys. Heck, I didn't even speak any English when I first came to this country. So, so guys, if you don't believe in miracles, miracles exist. Like literally, when I first came to this country, guys, I was already making $100 an hour at the age of 14. I didn't even speak English, guys. So, uh, some of you will say, well, how? You see, guys, like when you're younger, your brain is on different frequency. It can generate money, guys. It can generate money. Like the modern day of being back in the days of a paper boy is equivalent to you being like a TikTok shop influencer at the really young age. And of course, that's what my channel is all about, helping luxury pet moms over 40 and anybody else learn some of those incredible skills so this way you could build your own brand, like let's say your luxury pet brand, and sell products and use psychology and use all sorts of cool skills to help you. Already kind of realized that it's going to be impossible for me to teach you anything. So I kind of give up on this whole concept of trying to teach people. Instead, we just build beautiful, beautiful workflows that makes it possible for you to just get guided by AI avatar. Everything that I want to teach you is basically inside of those automations that guide you into making money, and you just follow the steps inside of the automation. You have a little AI avatar that guides you, and then you just take steps, create beautiful videos, build your brand, build your feudal kingdom further, stronger, better. And as you use them, you start making more money, feeling happy. Finally, get to have this beautiful life that you always wanted to create. But once again, guys, that life doesn't need to be solely all about money. It could be like you could like your freedom is all defined based on how you feel where you at. It's not necessarily even money, guys. It's just I guess it's the creativity. Yeah, the creativity concept of entire creativity is what I guess freedom feels to me. So, guys, tap into that creativity. Enjoy your life. Get yourself some cranberry muffin, or like I've been going and getting cranberry muffin, guys, for the past I don't know 15, 20 years. Just kind of the same exact thing: cranberry muffin, cranberry muffin, cranberry muffin. Every time I go there, I get the same exact thing. I don't know. I love cranberry muffin, guys. If you ever have a chance, what I do is I get a coffee from a convenience store and then go to Donuts Delight to get a muffin. But I don't buy a coffee over there because it's like $3 versus $1 in a convenience store. So I go there. That's a little life hack. In life, you're gonna have a bunch of life hacks, guys, that you could execute: coupons and taxes and real estate. And like if I want to make money on an airplane and fly, I don't know, to another country, I have a strategy for that, for how to do that using stocks and depending on like where you at in life, depending on where you at with knowledge, depending where you at as a person, you could execute those strategies in a random periods throughout the year once you understand those patterns. Rarely people kind of dig into those patterns or think too much about them. They just kind of leave and don't overthink. But there are, believe it or not, some cyclical patterns that you can tap into to make money for. It's in TikTok shop dropshipping, in real estate, in stocks, in many different industries, guys. The real secret is untapping them, and that's exactly what we help you untap with some of those automations that we cook up for you. But yeah, can I get a cranberry muffin with butter toasted?
Okay, muffin?
Cranberry?
Cranberry?
Yep.
Yeah. Jasmine, you need cranberry muffin? You need it or no? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Where is it?
Thank you. All right, so $3 out of my pocket for cranberry muffin. Now the question is, how? It's my birthday today, and the question is, how are we gonna get that $3 back? Well, I'm gonna show you what I'm about to do next, guys, to get the $3 back. So right now we just went ahead and we spent $1 on a coffee and $3 on a cranberry muffin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain to you what I'm gonna do next. Something that's really fun, and something that I do from time to time to kind of earn the money back that I spend. So let's say if I have a rule, if I spend on breakfast some money, I need to return that same amount of money plus at least $15 more. That's kind of the rule that I follow. Now, what I'm about to describe to you is, I guess, a lot of people kind of do this on the side. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to go out and take a bunch of pictures of a bunch of houses, well, like a single house, and make like $20. And in the process of doing that, while going there, I'm gonna kind of explain to you how it all works, and so maybe you will do the same thing and begin kind of earning your way back for breakfast. So kind of think of it as a way, sort of like Warren Buffett when he invests into stocks. And Warren Buffett, he lives in Nebraska, and when a stock is not doing really well, he kind of doesn't celebrate. He doesn't go out and eat steak, but instead he may actually go to McDonald's and eat at McDonald's. So the same thing I'm kind of doing in the world of throughout every day. So even though I made like close to $600,000 this year alone just from stocks, I don't go out and spend anything. Literally, guys, all I need is just a cranberry muffin and coffee. I could probably get a couple of Lambos, but guys, at the end of the day, none of that matters. Once you turn old, guys, once you become my age, guys, you're gonna discover the different you. And I mean, it's still gonna be the same you, but it's gonna be, your brain is just gonna be, it's just gonna evolve to the next level, guys. Literally, if I try to compare my 16 years old self to my 44 years old self, I'd literally tell you guys that your brain does not develop until, I mean, definitely at the age of 16, you're like so cooked, you definitely don't understand many things. But at the age of 16, you could be spending insane amount of money, guys. Even at the age of, if I look back at my life and I ask myself this question, I'm like, man, how the hell did I make $100 an hour at the age of 14? And and I look back at that beautiful life, and I'm like, man, I didn't even speak any English. Not only did I make $100 an hour, guys, at the age of 14, I barely spoke any English. How's it impossible, guys? Can you even fathom that? This is the beautiful part about being, when you're younger, guys, your brain operates on a different wavelength. It can do certain things that older people cannot do. And of course, if I had to say okay, well, what can a younger person do? Well, there is no more things such as being a paper boy. Back in the days, I would go knocking on a door and end up signing up pretty much multiple people in multiple buildings for newspapers so this way they could buy them for every Saturday and Sunday and weekly newspapers. Well, of course you can't do this as a 16 years old person or 14 years old. Heck, people won't even hire you just at that age. But back in the days, you were able to do that. And if I look back in my life and kind of ask myself, well, how much changed, and what can you do as a younger person now if you can't really do some of those other things back in the days? Because I mean, back in the days there was no AI, there was no phones. I think there was there was phones, but there was no cell phones or anything like this. And so the best way I could kind of describe what can you do as a person now versus back in the days, the biggest opportunity for you guys, if you're younger, if you're listening to this and you're a younger person, is to do TikTok shop drop shipping, and use your brain right now at the young age to go ahead and sell for people, sell for like really luxury pet brands, sell for people. Like use your talent, guys, to tap into what I did. And like when I was younger, I didn't really, I didn't really have many skills of selling or anything like this. And believe it or not, when you were younger, you could have this avatar within you where you have that charm, where you could. In my particular case, it was when I was making $100 an hour at the age of 14, I just knocked on doors and I would sign people up and I would tell them you could always cancel the newspaper if you don't like it, but I didn't really have any skills. I only kind of learned few words that my manager told me, and I just repeated them over and over and over again every time I would knock on a door. And of course, guys, some of you will say, "Well, what can I do something similar like that in the modern world?" Because I mean, everything is AI, and I feel like isolated and nothing. Like society is totally cooked because everybody's attention span is less than 3 seconds. How can I have any chance in succeeding in this world? And guys, if I was you, if I was younger you, I would right now start combining all of those crazy skills, hybrid skills that I'm showing you, and that my talent agency is showing you, to build incredible, fully blown solutions for luxury kind of brands. In our particular case, we show you how to do that with luxury pet brands. And when you do that, you want to have that charisma. You want to have that charm because you have this beautiful like when you're younger, you have this different version of you guys. You have a different avatar within you. You could do certain things, incredible things, guys, that older people cannot do. Like your brain, your neural activities of your brain, if you point in the right direction, are a lot stronger when somebody is over the age of 40, guys. So the brain activities, they kind of, your brain works really well. There's a limit, biological limit for your brain for when it works really well, and that age is 44. The 44, believe it or not, is what I turned today. 44, October 9th. I was born in 1981 in a small city in Russia, and you know I mean I was born there in Soviet Union back in the days, and I kind of got the gist of both combination of like what it feels like living in a Soviet Union in kind of a social kind of state. I guess some people refer to it as a communism state. And you know what, guys? When I was younger, I loved it. I loved it. And I mean, that's the whole reason why I went ahead and I went back to Russia. I'm a dual citizen, and I bought several properties over there. And heck, I live across both countries, guys. I do real estate investing across U.S. and Russia. And if I had to compare where is the demand taking place, I would say right now it kind of sucks in both places. Like in America, if you buy apartments, like right now, it's going to be it's not really a good investment when you buy apartments at this particular time period. There's of course there's cycles. There's commercial real estate may kick off and do better than residential. Of course there's cycles, but when you live your life, guys, my biggest advice probably for you is to read Warren Buffett's book about stocks. Now, I didn't really read any kind of books. I mean, I still don't read any books. I mean, but luckily, I was able to read one book in my life, and that was heck, I don't even remember the name of it. As I mentioned to you, I rarely read any books, but it was by Warren Buffett. I think it was maybe like Wealthy Investor or something like this. And yeah, guys, I read that and it changed my life. It changed. It didn't change. It didn't happen right away. Of course, before reading that book, I kind of lost a lot of money. I lost like $300,000 at some point. And of course, guys, that's not the most exciting thing when you lose a lot of money, guys. But when you're younger, you could kind of recover all of that and rebuild your mistakes. Now, here's the cool part about it, guys. Believe it or not, even though I lost like $300,000 at some point in my life doing stupid things, taking risks, building something that didn't turn out, I managed to recover. It took me like 4 to 5 years to like do extra side hustles, work across multiple jobs. But at the same time, I became extremely smart because of those side hustles. Because I would be I would be whipping out some of the projects for big banks and gaining incredible skills. And I managed to compress over 100 years of experience in just a few years, trying to recover from my mistakes. And of course, guys, when I tell that story to people, how I lost $300,000, they like, oh my God, like, how did you recover? How did you manage to do that? What did you do? What like? And a lot of people, they think that if they lose money, it's the end of the world, etc. Guys, uh, for me, it was an opportunity to redefine myself and discover certain skills, and those skills is exactly what you see on this channel, guys. Beautiful, beautiful skills that you can apply for yourself. So think about it, like not having to spend $300,000 yourself and and failing and making mistakes, and instead you get to inherit some of those beautiful skills, and so this way you can make more money. Now, isn't that a beautiful story, right? Not everybody, guys. It's easy to go on the internet and kind of say something like I made $10,000, I made $2,000 or whatever. But it's hard to go out and say, hey, I lost $300,000 at some point. It's hard to go out and admit something that you suck at or show you fail at. It's hard, but that's exactly what you guys got to do. You got to do something that is hard. Don't do something easy. Do something hard. Take a look at my latest workshops that I built for you guys yesterday. Just take a look at the tech stack that I'm showing you for something that doesn't even exist, a product that doesn't even exist. Yet it's very interesting because I show. Mm, by the way, guys, I'm eating the cranberry muffin, so I may be pausing a lot, and I'm probably gonna need to turn on my GPS, so I'm gonna park over here, and then hold on a sec. So we gotta go and make some money. We gotta get that muffin money back. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna put the GPS, and I'll explain what I'm doing afterwards. I'm whipping out one of my gig economy apps. It's called Proxy Picks, and then I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna go to one of the places called well, it's a nearby city where I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna try to make that money back for that cranberry muffin that I just spent money on. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to switch the apps, and yeah, and I had to go. So where are we going? Where are we going? Well, we hit, as you can tell, you already know where we're going. And the next life we're gonna take a left. So guys, look, here's a couple of things that you gotta understand. Number one, when building your kind of any kind of brand, you're going to be faced with certain challenges. You're going to be faced with challenges of having to do something that you don't want to do. And of course, that could be kind of so. And of course, it's going to be tough, guys, for you to understand how to like how do you like motivate yourself to do something if you don't want to do something, right? I used to listen to, I don't know, back in the days, you used to have this wrestler. His name is Hulk Hogan, and he would talk to Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he would ask, you know, like, how do you do this? How do you get motivated? And Arnold would say, well, I would, with anything that I want to do, but I felt like I didn't want to do, but I really needed to, but I, like, what I did is I would pull some weight, just a little bit of weight. And some of you will say, well, what does a weight have to do? Um, so, a little V-roll, 120 FPS, but mic on 4 beats. Oh, mm, mm. Yeah, I gotta fix my mic. I'm probably doing that through speakers, guys. But yeah, so going back to my story, and thank you guys for joining and allocating a little bit of your time. I'm eating some cranberry muffin, and I figured I'd just take you guys with me. Hmm. Now, so guys, keep something in mind. With every dollar that you spend on cranberry muffin or any kind of breakfast or any kind of meal, what you want to do, you want to return that money back. Re- Return your money back into that piggy bank. So remember, your piggy bank is going to grow over time. When you get older, you could become a millionaire either the lazy way, sort of like kind of like I became a lazy way millionaire, or you could become like a really hustler, just hustling your way and spawning money. What I kind of in my life, guys, I did combination of both the lazy way and the hustling way. So, I mean, look, making money is extremely hard if you don't have like a career or a degree. I cannot imagine if I didn't have a degree or a career, like how would I ever succeed? I know it sounds counterintuitive, but because my whole channel is all about building TikTok shop, building your brand, that kind of that kind of stuff. So, what kind of advice is that? So, look, the advice is simple, guys. Get yourself a degree. I got myself double degree in mathematics, in pure math, for bachelor's and master's, and that was probably I don't know the best decision and maybe the worst decision all at the same time. So now, if you wanted to succeed, guys, just make sure that whatever you do, guys, equates to your energy levels. So in simple words, let's say you're going out, you're trying to get cranberry muffin, and you don't want to do anything else for the day. You just want to drive around and get a cranberry muffin. So how do you position yourself in going out and making money? How do I do that? How do I earn $600,000 this year, guys? Understand the cycles. Understand the cycles in across multiple industry in real estate, in stocks, in TikTok shop, and in luxury pet brand industry. The key is understanding those cyclical movements. And of course, guys, one of the best way to do that is to look at your previous year data. Let's say you wanted to capitalize on TikTok shop and wanted to sponsor money selling some luxury pet products. How do you do that? How do you tap into data and grab something from the past and make money in the future? So, guys, what I look for, I look for the following criteria when analyzing any kind of product. The first thing what I look for when it comes to luxury pet products, and of course I'm giving you guys an example of luxury pet products, but it could be anything. It could be whatever you want to sell. But of course our focus is all about luxury pet brand, and that's what we do. We're building our own luxury pet store, and what we do, we focus on the following criteria. Number one, when we pick a product, when we decide whether this product is the product that we want to sell uh, to to the people, we look for number one, how instant that product is. What I mean by that is how flashy this product is. If it's really hard to show that product what it does, like if it's a pill, it's a really hard to show on the camera what the product does. So unless you're really good in marketing and within a specific season, like it's going to be almost impossible for you to sell anything that is not instant. So the first criteria that we look for is, believe it or not, how instant the product is. The second criteria we look for is, does it, yeah, the second criteria we look for is, does it satisfy the 4x to 5x margin, profit margin? So in simple words, if I was to buy if I was to sell a bunch of luxury pet brushes on the internet, on TikTok, and I need to make a decision if this is something that I will make money out of, if it's worth it for me to sell, then what I look for is number one is how instant it is. Number two, 4x to 5x profit margin. Number three, at least 3% defect ratio, no more than that. I don't want the product to be constantly being returned back. Number four, I want the product to be not easily shoppable, meaning not easily comparable to something like Amazon. Google Trends to see how it was behaving in that particular time, in upcoming time, in context of my product life cycle, my pre-launch, launch, and post-launch life cycle. As you go through those life cycles, last thing you want to do is buy 1,000 pet brushes, only to find out that you know around that time of the year, by the time they're going to arrive to your TikTok shop fulfillment center, that is going to be too late.